Let us commence the pooping on Saturn. But how will we do it? How will we get to poop on Saturn? Well, we always need a rocket ship if we poop on the planets. So, the first way to poop on Saturn is to take the rocket ship up to the planet and then we orbit the planet. But while we're orbiting, do you know what we're gonna do? We, you and me, we're gonna take intergalactic shits in space because we can. And we will. And we need to always be pooping every day, every hour, every minute. We never stop pooping, ever. And if we ever do, we will stop and commence the stopping of pooping of Saturn. But some say that the rings of Saturn are made of poop themselves. So, if that is true, then that means billions of people have already pooped around the planet of Saturn. But we shall be the first humans to do it. Maybe the zebras and the humans and the extra fucking, other people did it. But, I don't know any intergalactic alien super demons yet. So, we, as humans, need to go call Elon Musk and then tell him we want to poop on Saturn. And when we do, there shall be a message received that says, Saturn, why do you have a ring like this? And then it will be like, oh my god, 'cause my ring is too big. My ring is too big. I am Saturn and my ring is too big. Rawr. So, do you see the problem here? If you do not see the problem about pooping on Saturn, you have not realized that Saturn is a gas giant. And on a gas giant, that means there's already methane bombs on the planet filled with intergalactic alien poop, which is orbiting the planet in rings. How are we gonna get through? How are we gonna do it? Are we gonna make it extra cool? Are we gonna superheat the planet to get the intergalactic shits to stop orbiting? No, I do not want that. Thank you. Hello. And then we're gonna go take the poop and we're gonna go whoop whoop whoop. Now the poop is on the planet. When the poop is on the planet, we're gonna go swoop, doop 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 doop, down. All the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, down, up, down, up, down. And then we have successfully pooped on Saturn. Congratulations to all of humanity. We are now the coolest species on Earth because we have pooped on Saturn. But the real question is, what will we solve by pooping on Saturn? Because if we actually did poop on Saturn, that would be cool. But, it wouldn't solve every single problem on Earth. So, what I'm saying is that after we poop on Saturn, we take Saturn or the planet, we turn it into a giant turd ball from pooping on it 43 billion trillion quadrillion million times. And then we send it into the sun to nuke the sun with a planet. And then we can say that the sun is a giant turd ball of spinning elliptical fire in space. And once we do that, then we have successfully conquered world peace. World peace has finally came to humanity. Once we do that, I don't know what else you want me to say. We just did it. And I don't know. So, It seems pretty easy, but what rocket ship would we actually use to go there? I'm thinking maybe the Glen, the new Glen. No, maybe the Starship Poopinator Extra 49,000. Because, more firepower, extra galactic for extra shits going around. And then we can make it happy time on Saturn by pooping on Saturn 53 billion times every second of the hour. And then, I don't know, this is too much to ask. Is this too much to ask? That we can poop on Saturn and not poop on Saturn. But if it is possible, and let's say we can't actually poop on Saturn, there's a roadblock in the way. It's called maybe the Van Halen belts. They go like, no, you can't do that unless you play the guitar. And I'm like, I can't play the guitar. Can you play the guitar? Oh, 'cause I can't. I can only play the piano. And then it's like, Saturn is like, no, unless you play the guitar, you can't poop on the planet. That's one roadblock. And then it's like, what song would you play if you could play it to poop on Saturn? Would you have to play Eruption by Van Halen to get across the eruption belt of the Van Halen belts in space? Or would you, I don't know, play like Beethoven on the guitar or Mozart? You really jam it out. If you can make that extra galactic, super cool melody, you can get across the super sine wave, ultraviolet light that will radioactively kill you to death. But, minor problems here. These aren't huge problems, just minor ones. And then, once we solve every problem in the known universe, we can make colonies on Saturn. But the one thing about living on Saturn, it's gonna rip your butthole to shreds because the gravity is too heavy. So if you go too close to the planet, it will just rip the poop out your ass, and then it will deposit it on the planet anyway. So we can try, but you will die. Is really the motto here. If you try to poop on Saturn, you are probably gonna end up as a mushy gushy pile of schnook. And if you really want that, you can try and you can do. I have no problem with that. That sounds extra cool. So, with the extra super galactic super demon aliens poop ring around the rosy on the planet of Saturn, I think we should just deposit it in the rings and not on the planet. Because, it's too much work to go onto the planet, poop, and then not die, and then do all that. It's way too much work. I'm too lazy for that. So, we're going to send the rocket ship up full of poop, and then we're going to deposit it in the rings, and we can just say that the rings pooped on the planet. And then, well, not really, but we can say that we successfully deposited shit into orbit around Saturn. And that is definitely an achievement for mankind. Super achievement mankind says, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I always wanted to poop on the planet of Saturn, but it's in the rings, baby. It's like a target practice, with Saturn being 100 points and the rings being 2 points. So, if we deposit 50,000 shits in the rings, then we can make more rings and super cool rings every day, all day, every day, for eternity. And that will never end. Never. Because I'm too cool for that. And you too cool for not. Bow. Bow. This is epic. This is so epic. I love it. Do you love it? I do. Because the planet of Saturn is now intergalactic and it's moving around. Whoa! 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 Holy shit. The planet is going everywhere. We can't contain it.